Here we are logged in as a property manager on the dashboard. I'm going to show you first how to upload properties that you can then manage. Go to the Properties tab, then click Upload CSV. You can find your CSV with properties that you've entered into it. This might be exported from some other application, or maybe you've done it by hand. I'm going to go ahead and import those properties here. And you can see I already have some of these properties in the system. So it's going to catch that and it's going to give me errors for those. This time I'm going to go and update the properties with a number of other properties that aren't in the system. And you'll see it's uploaded those properties successfully. So now I have a group of many properties that I can then go and manage. First thing I'm going to do is show you how to schedule services. Once I go to that tab, you can see all the properties that I've uploaded into the system, and each one of them is selectable so that I can assign or make jobs for each one of those properties. Once I've selected them, it gives me the option to select services. I can use this row here to assign any one of these services to all of the properties, or I can individually assign services to each individual property. I'm going to go ahead and do cleaning for all of these properties. I've decided that I'm going to, this time, do just a one-time scheduled cleaning. So I'm going to pick the date, January 5th, 2026, and then I'm actually going to assign this to a ChoreDasher, a service provider who is a ChoreDasher that we're going to test with. So you can see I've created this account, test business name, test ChoreDasher. I want them to do this job for me. You can see it's got the date, and I'm going to schedule those 3 jobs. The system gives me a little prompt saying that it's been scheduled. And then I can go and I can see under jobs that they're now pending. So what I'll do is I'm going to go now and I'm going to log in and show you what it looks like for a service provider. I'm logged in now as the test ChoreDasher, that one, that account that just received those jobs as an assignment. And I'm going to now come down here. I'm going to go to schedule. Because I've been assigned those jobs, I can see that on January 5th, I've got 3 jobs on my schedule. Each one of them a cleaning. So I'm going to now start that job, and start that job. I have crews at each one. As a service provider, I've got people all over the place. They happen to be available right now. And today is January 5th, let's say. So I've now started those jobs. As they complete, you can see I have the opportunity to drag photos into this to show that the job has been completed. So I'm going to get a couple of photos, put them here, and you can see this is the job, this is the address that I had. The cleaning has been done. It looks great. I'm going to complete that job. Now I see 2 more. I'm going to go ahead and complete that job. Same thing, I'm going to upload photos of the completed job. And then I'm going to complete this job. And you can see the photos of that completed job. Let's say I do 1 more on this one. I've got three photos. So now those jobs have been completed. I can go into my jobs. I can see that they've been done, and I can see that we've assigned or that we've uploaded photos for each one of those. Those were the January 5th jobs. Now on the property management side, I can go in and I can see those jobs. If I click refresh here, go to my jobs, I can see that those jobs have been completed. I can set a filter. I can look at completed jobs, and I can see that those have just been done. Those were the January 5th jobs right there. And for each one of them, I can verify it's been done by clicking it, seeing the details for the job, scrolling down, and even seeing the photos that the service provider has uploaded. And I can get a closer view at it if I just click on it. So I can see they've done a really good job with the cleaning there. I'm happy with that. If I have any questions about that, I can click this button here over on the right to communicate with the service provider. You can see I've got a whole history of chats with this provider. And I can tell them anything I want to, and that gets sent to the service provider. You'll see if I go back to that tab that was for the service provider, you can see this provider gets an indicator showing that they've received a new message. You can click on that and click on the message and see that I've messaged to them. They can reply back and tell me anything that is a response to what I've said to them. And then, of course, the property manager will receive that message and they can communicate back and forth. The great thing about this is that messaging with the jobs is linked directly to the service provider between your property management portal and any of the service providers that you work with. Speaking of service providers, we've added a new great feature where you can go in and see all of the vendors available through ChoreDash. You can vet these vendors. They've all been approved through their applications by ChoreDash, but then you can go in with each one and you can mark them as preferred vendors. What this will do is it will allow you to then go in and assign jobs to only preferred vendors, or allow your tenants to go in through the app and have jobs that they can get done in their apartment or in their residency or in whatever property you're managing for them, where you can tell them, I only want them to be able to use preferred providers for the services that are being offered. So this list becomes a very useful tool for you to be able to provide services to your tenants. And the messages you've seen already. This message portal is what allows you to communicate with those service providers.